What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a really good duel for you guys to check out. This one is the epitome of ritual hype. For those of you guys who happen to like Cyber Angels, I think you're going to get a kick out of this duel, especially if you're like me and you like Cyber Angel Natasha. I still feel like that card is absolutely awesome. Now, again, gotta reiterate, this is not a 100% link format duel. I believe that there are going to be a couple of times where, you know, it's kind of like fake Yu-Gi-Oh! But for the most part, this is going to be a duel that doesn't completely revolve around the extra deck. Obviously, you know, anything ritual based as Cyber Angels are not going to have that much of a dependency on the extra deck. Now, this deck at the top, obviously it being Phantom Knights, probably a little more so, and he's running rank up Phantom Knights of launch, so he's going to rank up a couple of times, going to see some spicy plays. I believe that Cyber Angels are up first, and this probably wasn't the strongest opening. You actually don't see 8 to 10 summoned all that often. You don't really see a lot of people even run it. Most people kind of focus around Ben 10, but if you're playing a pure version of Cyber Angels, 8 to 10 is going to be summoned, and I believe that it's going to search a ritual spell. It's an okay card. He's actually going to use it to summon Dp-Ygo, and then it's going to be added back during the end phase. No, actually, he gets Ben 10. I think Ben 10 is just easier to use because it can instantly replace itself. So at this point, I figured he'd go for Breaksword. He'd try and pop the Dp-Ygo, but the Machine Angel Ritual in the graveyard is going to protect it. However, you guys know that Breaksword has the ability to bring back other Phantom Knights from the graveyard, make them rank 4, which means Dark Rebellion's coming out, but he is going to rank that up. He's going to go for Dark Requiem, and he's going to cut her down to size. She is now 0 attack, and just like that, he has taken 5,700 damage, I should say, and he's actually going to get a couple of searches. I believe that was a Phantom Knight Wings and Phantom Knight Fogblade as well. So when I looked at this board, and I thought, all right, he's got some negation with the Requiem, he has a little more negation with the Fogblade, and then he has a little bit of protection with the Wings. I was like, man, I think the game might be over, especially he's got the BLS and a Light Monster in his hand, but he's going to press on. He's going to summon that Natasha right there, an amazing card. Now he gets debated really hard here, so he uses he's going to use Dark Requiem to kill Natasha. And if you're wondering what Natasha was trying to do, I believe that Natasha was trying to target itself so that he would gain life points. The problem is, you guys know Natasha can summon itself back from the graveyard, and when she does, she gets to snatch steal a monster. So your Dark Requiem is now my monster, and I'm gonna fuck you up with it. Now he tries to attack the Breaksword, and this is the part that just made me think, what the hell is going on? He's going to use Fogblade, and obviously that stops the attack of the Dark Requiem and negates its effect, but why didn't he just negate the effect of the Natasha to begin with? That way he wouldn't have lost his Dark Rebellion, I mean his Dark Requiem Dragon. So I don't know, it's a little bit of questionable Yu-Gi-Oh! Played there, but you know, it's all good, and I guess. And by the way, also Natasha did gain life points because of Dark Requiem now being under his control. He was able to gain a lot of those life points back, so him doing that 5,700 is a little inconsequential now because he's gotten some of those life points back, and every turn, even though his Manju is going to get fog bladed, you see Natasha is still going to gain a lot of life points, getting 2850 every turn. He's going to use Wings, and this is a really cool part, right? So he crashed the Natasha into Lumina. Obviously, he was looking for both monsters to just die. Natasha would have came back, and he would have been able to just snatch steal the Breaksword as well, which would have just been incredible. But check this play out. He's going to use the Wings to make sure that Lumina stays on the field, and then when Natasha tries to activate, he's going to rank up his Breaksword in the Ophion, and Natasha is stuck in the graveyard. And I was like, yo, that was actually kind of cheeky. He gets charged with Light Brigade. He's going to get another Lumina. Then he's going to go into a Levier, the Sea Dragon. Obviously, he would not be able to do that on the link format, but who really cares? And Ophion got a little bit of attack. The problem is Ophion is just not nearly strong enough to get rid of this Dark Requiem. Even if it could attack Dark Requiem, which it cannot because of Fall Blade. That's if you're wondering why Ophion didn't run anything over. He has double Fall Blade on the board, so obviously he cannot declare attacks to these monsters as targets. Even if it could attack them, you wouldn't be able to take down the Dark Requiem. Things like almost 6,000 attack. But Ophion is going down. He's going to go for Utopia the Lightning. I might have actually used Prime's effect there to just completely nuke the board, or at least my opponent's side of the board, but it would have cost a lot of life points. He's going to go for Levier again. He's going to summon that BLS, and now he's going to use Breaksword. He's going to take down Utopia, and I thought he was just going to go ahead and banish Requiem, but nope, looks like he has some different ideas. He goes for Master Key Beetle. No, I think actually he did banish Requiem. He goes for Master Key Beetle, and he puts a little bit of protection on BLS, which was kind of interesting. Obviously, you cannot close the game out. BLS cannot attack, but I believe he's going to use Ritual Sanctuary, and Natasha is coming back. He's going to max C, but it just doesn't matter. Natasha is going to take your BLS, son, and he's going to instantly get rid of that Master Key Beetle. And now all he's left is he has a Leviair, but it doesn't have any materials. Now, he did top that Chaos Sorcerer, which finally gets rid of Natasha, and then he's able to go into another Break Sword. It looked like the game was almost over, but once again, his big Chaos Monster cannot declare an attack, so we actually cannot close the game out. He's got his opponent down to 900, and now Cyber Angels have to kind of make a stand. If you guys don't know what this card is right here, Ascending Soul, it kind of has the effect of, I believe, Dawn of the Herald, where if you ritual summon, you can get one of your resources back that you use. You basically just get the added back to your hand. So it's actually a pretty cool card. It's not like a very fast card, but if you're going to ritual summon 2-3 times in a turn, definitely a nice card. As you see, he can use Ben 10's effect, and then he can add the Ben 10 back to his hand. So he's almost ritual summoning for free here. He's going to go for Vishnu, which is probably going to do a little bit of nuking there. It kills everything on the field except the Chaos Sorcerer. Now, the monsters are going to come back, but he still gets 2 attacks, so it's not like that he's not going to be able to do a good amount of damage. And the fact that he set his Phantom Knight, I was kind of wondering about that. I was thinking, does he just not have anything that he thinks can take down Vishnu or what? I think he still has a Machine Angel Ritual in the graveyard. No, he has 2 copies, so yeah, he'd have to kill Vishnu basically twice. So once I saw that, I was like, maybe this dude's just waving the white flag, but obviously Cyber Angels are not going to, you know, you're not going to let up on the pressure. Once again, he's able to use Ben 10, and then he's able to just add Ben 10 back to his hand. Now, he brings back the Manju from Ritual Sanctuary for, I honestly have no idea why he even did it, because the Manju is just sitting there in defense mode. Even the Petite Angel is, what, level 2? So it's not like, I mean, I guess maybe he can use him for another ritual summon, but he makes his last stand here with Dante, which it can attack the Manju, I guess. It can't really do anything. He's going to use Saphira's effect. Last turn, he used it during the end phase to discard a card. He drew and then discarded in this situation, but now he summons Dakini, and the duel is basically over at this point. Dakini is going to force the Dante to go to the graveyard because your opponent has to send 1 card on the field to the graveyard, and it doesn't really matter. He does piercing damage, and the game is over. So just a nice little duel for you guys, you ritual fans out there. I'm trying to think of how many ritual monsters we saw summoned. We saw Editen, Saphira, Natasha hit the board a bunch of times. She obviously was ritual summoned first. We saw Vishnu and Dakini twice. I think the only one that didn't hit the field of all the ritual monsters that were shown in this duel was actually the Ben 10, and he could have actually summoned it, but I mean, it's not really effective. It's not cost efficient to ever summon Ben 10. You might as well just use her as a tribute so that you can just search, and then if you have Ascending Souls, you can just constantly add her back to your hand. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching as always, and subscribe if you have not already. This video has been brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audible.com/MegaCapitalG. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your mobile device. I'm listening to the amazing I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart. Link in the description.